Go. Hello, this is Liddon, and this is my discussion on communication in relationships. In this discussion, I will discuss stress in relationships and how it affects communications, and I will also analyze two relationships and talk about how I foster effective communication in them. Stress can be a major hurdle in effective communication. It can have a major effect on communication as a whole. I know that whenever I'm stressed out, I tend to shut down. My textbook talks about having a good communication climate, which is the tone of a relationship, emotional tone of a relationship. This is beneficial for many different types of relationships. The textbook and the video that I watched also talk about discerning messages. There are different types of discerning messages which help to tell a person that you value them. For example, acknowledging a person is a good way to let them know that you have value in them and care about them. I will now examine two relationships in my life and what they mean in terms of communication. The first relationship I will examine is the relationship that I have with my mother. I feel that this relationship is very good and very strong, mainly because I tend to do my best to acknowledge whenever we are in conversations. There are many times where we can be sitting next to each other in the car and she might be talking and I might be silent. Even though sometimes she may think that I am not paying attention, I am simply trying to just pay attention to what she is saying, but sometimes I will nod or do other gestures to let her know that I am actually paying attention and not off in la la land like I tend to do sometimes. I think that having a good relationship with my mother is very good. I try to be very supportive and I try to encourage her and tell her that she is doing a good job in certain areas. While there are sometimes times where a relationship may be hard, I think we have a good relationship. The next relationship I will examine is the relationship that I have with my sister. I am choosing to examine another family relationship due to the fact that I do not have any romantic or workplace relationships at the time. My sister is a relationship that I try to keep very good. However, she is very far away at the moment, so sometimes it can be hard to communicate. However, whenever I'm ever on the phone with her FaceTiming, recognition is a tool that I use in order to keep have effective communication with her. I let her know that I am recognizing what she is saying and what she does. This helps to strengthen our bond even though we are farther away. One way that I try to be supportive is to always ask about things that she is doing or things that she is dealing with in her life at the time. This helps us to maintain a strong bond. There are many times in my family relationships where I have had to fill the role as a distractor. One such time is when my uncle and my mom were having a disagreement. I heard the disagreement and came in the room, and I suddenly just said a random comment about something I had been doing. This helped to lighten the mood and eventually made the argument dissipate. There are many different family rituals that we maintain over the holidays. One ritual and tradition that we always do is that instead of cooking on Christmas Eve, we go out to dinner, then we go to church, and then we usually go out and see the Christmas lights. This helps my immediate family have a good bond and deal and laugh and have fun. This concludes my discussion on relationships.